Okay, welcome back to another learning phase. So today we are going to be looking at how to create this kind of design. It's actually very simple. Yeah, we're going to see how to create this type of design, right? Good. So what we actually need to do is first and foremost have the image you want to use, right? You could use your image or you can have something else. The reason I actually prefer using my photos for something like this is because over time I've come to realize that my audience engage more with my content when they see my picture or a kind of a very beautiful picture. So when I noticed it, I needed to continue to use my pictures for any post that I will be making. So for this class, we're going to be creating something like this, all right? And of course, we're going to be creating it from the scratch. So what we're going to do is, if you are just joining, of course, you are not going to see this. If you are just opening your account or you are just signing in, either signing in or logging in, you are not going to see this because this is just my design. So what you are going to do is for you to just start on a fresh document or a fresh canvas. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just go home, so that will start from the scratch. So I'll go home. Anything I'm doing here can be done with your phone and your laptop. All right, it can be done with your phone or laptop, and it can be done with the app or the website. So it is not dependent on you. Now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to identify this custom size, because we are going to create something new. We're starting from the scratch, right? I could have duplicated this and then start on a fresh one, but let's just start from the scratch since some of us may not know how to do this. So if you want to add your customers review, testimonial, whatever thing you want your audience to see, you can use Canva and do it, right? You can use Canva. So since I'm making Facebook posts, I'll be using 1080 by 1080. Yeah, I'll be using 1080. You see, it's even giving you suggestions, right? So I'll use 1080 by 1080. It is important for you to know the dimension of the post you are making, so that you don't end up using a post and it won't be able to fit into the place where you want to post it. You can see now, 1080 by 1080 can work well for Instagram, Facebook, and other things. You can see all the places where you can use 1080 by 1080 pixels. So we're going to click on create new design. So we're going to have a blank space. Yeah, we're having a blank space, and this is where the work is starting now. Yeah, so the next thing I want to do is to replace this background with the image of our choice. So we're going to tap to add an image. Now once you have tapped, come to this upload. All right, when you come to this upload, you are going to see the things you've uploaded. Okay, now since I'm using my picture, I'm going to select this particular one since that's one I use. So once you tap it, it's going to display. So the next thing we're going to do is, since we're going to be using this image as our background, so you're going to tap. For me, I will right click, or you can use your hand and tap on your phone. Right click, and then you see this option, set image as background. So when you click it, you see it has already set this image as the background. Everywhere is covered now. All right, let me undo so that you see how it was. You see there were 6 spaces here, but when you click on set image as background, it is going to cover every of the spaces. You can see it now, right? Good. Then you can also edit it if you want. You can edit it, but for me, I don't have any need of editing, so I'll just leave it. Okay, I will leave it like that. Now the next thing I want to do is to include the references or the reviews or testimonials, or just 1 or 2 things that my audience or somebody said that actually gives me credit, right? Or give me some stars. So if you see here, I've already uploaded them. They're already here, right? Now you will not have some of these things because you may not have tried it before. But if you want to include them, just come to upload files, right? Upload files. Then, although this is laptop, so when you get to your phone, you also see a place where they will tell you to upload. So once you do that, you are going to see where to upload what you want to upload, and then you begin from there. So I'm going to include them one at a time. So click on this. You can see it has already popped up, right? You can also click on the second one, or you do it one at a time. Let's do it one at a time. Now the next thing you're going to do is what? This is a chart. It's not everything here that you're supposed to allow everybody to see. Just cut out the irrelevant part, or the part that is not important to your audience. So cut it away and only leave the place that captures the information you want to pass across. So we're going to reduce this. So you are going to reduce it from your end, right? Good. So this is where it stopped for me. The reason I know is because I've done it before. So you have to check yours and ensure that you cut out the parts that are not important. You can see now, right? So you can increase the size. Just increase the size a bit so that it becomes readable. Now when you are also doing this thing, there are some lines you don't cross. You see this line, this purple line, you don't cross it, so that when you make a post, this thing that you are putting within this border will not be out. So if I do it like this now, there are some difficulties I may likely face, right? So I want to allow it to be within this border. Your phone may not actually show this. I think it should show actually, but if it doesn't show this, just ensure that you don't get to the end of the lines, the border of the canvas, right? So within this place is still okay for me, right? So I'm going to leave it. Then I may just try to increase it to know if I need to cut out some things. So I'm going to zoom this. All right, so I think I'm okay with that. Now if you like, you can erase the person's name. You can erase the person's name if you like, okay? And if you don't like, you just leave it like that. So let's head on to the other one. Let me reduce the size. So I'm going to bring the other one because it was 2 I actually added there. So I'm going to do the same thing for this. Okay, this is where this one started. Then I'll drag this again. You can use your hand and do it on your phone. There's actually nothing hard. All right. So this for this. So the same thing you're going to do. You're going to bring it down. Then you can increase the size. You see, this is already within this. So what I'm going to do is, the other one I did was with my phone, but because of this training and the recording, I prefer to use phone laptop instead. So I just want them to be of the same, even if they're not exactly the same, at least let them look the same. Let them look very close in terms of their size and all that. Okay. So then you can increase. Okay, I don't think yours from your phone may actually have issues. So you can see I've zoomed it. Okay, I've zoomed it. Then if I want to erase their names, especially if there are popular people and people who would not want their names to be published, so it is very, very simple. What you can simply do is you can go to elements, and from that element you can select something like a box. Okay, this was what I used the other time. So use this. As you are bringing it here already, I'm not writing anything there, so I'm just going to reduce it to look like the size of the particular thing I want to remove or I want to cover. So I can decide to also change the color if I like. Okay, and if I don't like, I'll leave it like that. You can see this is already too much. It is too much. Let me increase it so that you also see. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it further. Then I'm going to bring it down. Let me bring it here. There are other ways you can do this actually, but I just prefer using this one. You can equally cover it from your screenshot before uploading it. Okay, so anyone that actually work for you. So I want to bring it down so that it properly covers it. Then if I like, I can actually change the color to suit the color in the background. So the color there is actually I think this green. Yeah, so you can check it. You see, it's no longer looking obvious as it was black that we actually added there before, right? So by changing the color, you can see that there is now a difference. There's an alignment in the color. All right, so if you look closely, you will notice that there is really no much difference. There is no much difference. So we can do the same thing. Instead of you starting afresh, just copy this, duplicate it, then bring it to this other part. All right, bring it there. So all you just need to do is to reduce the size. So reduce the size. Okay, I think this has gotten to the limits. Canva does that most times. So what I need to do is I'll just try to expand it, then I'll reduce it from there. If it's looking stressful, just try to get a new shape and then just do it like that. So just do it, reduce it. I think this is okay. So you bring it back. Make sure that it is covering it. That's if you have people who wouldn't want their identity to be published online, okay? So you can easily cover their names and all that. Yeah. So can just leave this other one because people may not really know the kind of person I'm dealing with. Now another thing you can do is to ensure that they're in alignment because you don't want to rush. So you can try to drag and see. Okay. Then check this also. Okay, let's see within. So you can drag it a little bit. Yeah, so you can do it in the way that actually suits you. All right, so this is just to show you the steps you can use. Yeah, to show you the steps you can use to do it. So what is actually left for us to do? No, it's too much. What is left for us to do now is to add the green border colors. So what we're going to do is we are going to tap on the one we want to work on. All right, then we are going to, on your phone, you're going to see stroke style, something that look like this. You're going to see it on your phone. So when you click on it, you are going to, your own is even going to be at the bottom of your design. It's not going to be at the top. So you are going to see something like this and all these options. Just tap this, just tap it, right? Then once you tap it, the next thing you are going to see by the side is this. All right, so this will enable us to change the stroke color. So we're going to use a bright green. We're going to use a bright green. All right, so bright green, and let's see how it reflects. You can see. So if you want, you can also increase the thickness of the green by going to that place. You see, the size is 4, right? So you can increase it. You can see as I'm changing it's being reflective. So that is actually how you do that. Let me leave it at 5. Let me leave that 5. So that is that for that. You can do it for this also. Come to this stroke style. Select this. Just leave it at 5. All right. Then come and change the color. Change the color to light green. I think there's light green. But bright green, just give it a bright green. So if we zoom now, you can see it's beginning to make a little bit of sense. Now the next thing is you can now add arrow that points to the core message of what you are trying to pass. For me now, it's about people asking for my next bootcamp, right? Next cohort. So I'll go to elements. In elements, you can see different shapes, different graphics, different things. So because I already use this, okay, let me just type for this class. I'm looking for an arrow. I'll point to a message. So I will search. All right. So you select the kind of arrow you want. So I'm going to select this one because that's one I used before. Then I can reduce the size of the arrow, and I'm going to give it the same color as I did to the border. So I'll give it this color also, and I'm going to drag it to where I want it to point at. I'll still have to reduce it a little bit. Okay, I think this size is okay. 73. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I will take it to where I want it to really point. I'm going to change. Let me take it forward a bit. Okay. Then I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to tilt it to point to where I want it to point to. So I'm going to take it down. Can do it this way, or bring it from this place. Okay, let me take it up a bit. Yeah, so you can arrange it the way you want, anyhow you want it. You can arrange it to suit your taste. So I'll just leave it there because of time. Then I'm going to duplicate to do it for the not this. Control Z. I'm going to tap and duplicate. So I'm going to take it to the other side. Yes. I'm going to turn it upwards. Yeah. I'm going to turn it and bring it. Let me still tilt it a little bit. Okay, something like this. Alright, so this is basically how you can. Then if there's any other thing you want to add, you may just have to add it, just to make sure that it's neat and it's passing the message you want. Alright, so I will stop here because of time. So if there's any other thing you want to add, go ahead and add it. And if you have any question, please drop your question in the comments box. You can also tag me so that I will get notified faster. Alright, so thank you very much for being part of this class. Do well to like, drop your comments, hit the subscription bell if you haven't, and share this post to other persons so that they will get the message and also learn from it. Alright, thank you. So when you are done, you can now download. So if you want to download, you come to this share option, click on it. Once you click on it, you are going to see download, right? So when you click on download, they will ask you, is it PNG? You can download in different formats. They have JPEG, PNG, PDF print, GIFs, MP4 and all that. So I downloaded it in PNG. Alright, so PNG format. Another thing you can do on this place is you can change the name. I guess you can change the name. Let's say let me just use the word review. Let me just use review. Alright, let me just use review for this class. So you can just use review so that when next you're looking for it, you don't have to be wasting your time. So thank you very much. I'll see you in subsequent videos. Alright, bye.